Hello, this is Jessica McKay with your Spirit Guide reading for June. Go ahead and take a moment to connect inside, connect with yourself, get quiet, and just ask which message would be best for you to receive today. Message number 1, number 2, or number 3. So what I thought I might do this month is to first look at energy. So I'm going to be asking spirit guides to show me the energy of this month for you, depending on whichever message you're drawn to. And I also have my favorite deck of cards here, Denise Linn's Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. So I'll also choose a card from that deck for you also. So if you were drawn to message number 1, the message that I'm getting from spirit guides, first I'm seeing the energy of the month for you, and it looks like a pale lavender and a deep red, and the colors are swirling together like a tornado, and they're actually, this tornado that I'm seeing is touching down, touching the earth. And so I feel like this month is going to be about manifestation for you, manifestation of your ideas. So not just having ideas that are still up in the clouds that you're creating. Our thought forms create sort of cloudy versions of the things that we want. And then those things get more and more dense and become more and more real as they come into manifestation. And what I'm seeing for you is that this month is going to be a month where your ideas, your thoughts about things really take specific form. So if you've been working towards something for a while, you're going to see that coming into fruition. So that's pretty exciting. And this feels like something, when I feel into the energy of it, it feels like something that you have been trying to bring forward for a long time. Well, for at least a year, maybe a little less, maybe like 6 months to a year, but it's something that I feel like you thought about for the first time years before, and then you started to bring it into focus about a year ago, and now is when it's finally coming into reality for you. And I feel as though it had to do with conversations that you needed to have with other people, lots of networking, lots of decision making have led up to this moment. So let's go ahead and pick a card and just see what we get for this. Okay, so the card that came up is Fellow Travelers. And this is like that networking vibe where you're meeting people, and it says support is all around you. So, even at this stage where you are giving birth to these ideas that you've been holding on to, it really helped to have people in your life that supported that vision. And so this might be a month where you're also meeting people that are going to help you take your project, your ideas to the next level. I also get a feeling about little kids with this, and parents, and coordinating, if you have children, coordinating with other parents to create something, to create a framework for something for your child. So that's just another message that I was getting. And this card is really, really beautiful because it has the rainbow and the peacock, and it's like you've already come so far and you're here now, and the rainbow is right there. The rainbow is in sight. Of course, that doesn't mean that your journey ever ends. Our energy is always shifting and always moving and always changing. But at least for this month, the month of June, I'm seeing that beautiful lavender and that red color. It's about letting your ideas come into focus. I'm also getting the sense that this could be about bringing an idea to be in good health or good shape, bringing that idea into the body and actually doing something about it, actually exercising, starting to work out if you've been thinking about that for a while. So that's just an example. It's just one example of the many different things that you may have been holding on to in your mind, things you've wanted to manifest for a while. And this month, you're going to see so many of these things actually come into reality. So that is the first message. Okay, so if you were drawn to message number 2, the primary color that I'm seeing when I read the energy of this month for you is green. And green, it's like a forest green. This is about growth, spiritual growth, personal growth, having breakthroughs. And it's also tinged with blue. There's some blue, and this blue is like an indigo. And whenever I see the color indigo, I get the sense that you're letting go of stuff. You're letting go of grief, of pain, of disappointment that you've held at a cellular level for a while. So you're starting, it's still in your energy, but it is not the dominant color. The dominant color is green. And that is you're growing, you're changing, you're evolving. You're having new epiphanies about things. All of a sudden, something that really, really bothered you a month ago doesn't have the same impact that it did because you're letting go of that. You're letting go of the beliefs, the agreements that you made, the old ways of seeing. So it's a heavier energy, this energy, but it's good. It's grounding you in your body, and it's getting rid of that old stuff so that you can fly, so that you can soar. And wonderfully, there are little specks of orange that I'm seeing in here as well. And when I tap into that for you, what I get is that even in the midst of letting go of old stuff that you no longer need, which sounds kind of boring because aren't we always doing that? Always letting go of stuff that we don't want anymore. I'm seeing these beautiful explosions of orange, which is really laughter for you. It's laughter, having fun, having a good time this month. Getting together with someone and laughing unexpectedly because something synchronistic happens. It's having a sense of humor. Something is going to strike you in a certain way, and that laughter is actually healing. And the energy looks like little fairy dust to me when I'm seeing it. So even in the midst of, I'm releasing, you're also going to be experiencing lightness and lightheartedness. So it's a beautiful energy for the month. It's that lightheartedness is going to carry you through it. And so just enjoy those moments. So that is message number 2. Okay, so, let me pick a card for number 2. I almost forgot. Okay, so the message that comes up is crossing bridges. And this makes perfect sense because you're going from one state to another. You're going from one place where you're holding on to stuff to another place where you're letting go of things. And this card, Crossing Bridges, is about forgiveness. It's about letting things go, but it's also about letting relationships go. And it's also about reconnecting. So those are two sort of opposite things. And what I'm feeling is that you have the intuition and the awareness to know which relationships you're going to reach out and nurture and which ones you're going to let go of. So this card is going to bring you from this month. It's going to bring you from one state of mind to another. And all of that beautiful green energy, that new growth energy, is actually the vehicle that is driving you, that is pulling you into a more grounded, more calm, more peaceful place. So Yeah, it's going to be good, and it is going to be peaceful. I'm just noticing that lantern, that orange glow, which reminds me of those little specks of orange beauty that I was seeing, also being carried forward by the sense of humor, the lightness, and the laughter. Okay, so just enjoy this month. So, if you were drawn to message number 3, okay, so message number 3, I'm getting a beautiful light yellow energy for this month for you. And it's also mixing with a very bright, brilliant pink. It's like a fuchsia color. And these two colors are forming like a beautiful gradient. And the sense that I'm getting is that the pink for you is about love. It's about your capacity to love, and you're drawing in people into your life that are attracted to your energy, which is that beautiful yellow light. They're attracted to your light. So if you have been trying to manifest relationship, if you've been putting yourself out there, if you're in a relationship and you have been wanting to connect more with the person that you're with, I feel like this is a really good energy for you to do that. And you don't have to work for this. This isn't something you have to jump through hoops to create. This is already the energy that I'm seeing for you this month, that you're just, it's part of who you are to begin with. That love coming from your heart chakra, it's there. It's there. And that beautiful yellow light, it's interesting. It's a very clean light. I'm not getting a sense of you having to let go of something in order to have this or experience this. So enjoy it, really enjoy this feeling. And my eyes just went to a card that I have leaning up against my computer, which is not part of the deck that we've been working with, but I'm getting the feeling that this is our card. And this is actually from the Goddess Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and the goddess is Lakshmi. And it's the same yellow that I'm seeing, and she's wearing this beautiful pink flower necklace. And the message is, stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. So if you've been carrying worries and worrying that, well, am I really going to manifest this relationship? Or am I going to be able to have the kind of life that I've really been wanting? The answer is yes, and that it's taken care of already. Nothing to stress about. There's nothing to worry about. So let go of all those little details, all those things that you may have been holding. And it's funny, I had chosen this card for myself earlier in the week, but it really, she's got this beautiful yellow around her and in the water. And in this card, the pink it's draped around her. And like I said, this is yours to begin with. Our energy is always shifting with every day that goes by, with the movement of the planets, with the movement on the planet, with other people. Everything's always shifting, but certain things remain. And one of those things is your self. Your capacity to love, your capacity to connect with who you really are, your capacity to connect with the divine, your true nature, who you came here to be. That is always with you. That doesn't go away. The love that you are is eternal. And no matter how your energy shifts on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, you are always that love, and you can access that love even if you're having a day that doesn't feel so good, just by getting quiet, by going within, just by feeling into you, by being in the silence between the sounds, reconnecting with your source. So If you have the chance this month to connect with Source, whether it's meditation or prayer or whatever it is that you do, nature that makes you feel really good. And she's around water. So if you're going to the beach, maybe really take some time to connect with the ocean with that intention of connecting to your source, to who you are. So, because who you are is so beautiful. It's just lovely. It's that beautiful pink energy. The yellow feels like it's temporary. It shifts, it comes in and out, but that pink, that's there. That's your love. So feel into that this month. So those are your messages. I hope that they were helpful to you. If they were, please take a moment and let me know. And I'll see you again next time.